Okay, hello YouTube. In this content, we will share about the differences between smartphones, the Samsung Galaxy S23 which was released globally in February 2023, and the Vivo X80, which incidentally has been released in April 2022. Okay, let's just start from the screen. If you look at the screen size and design, the Galaxy S23 has a smaller screen with a flat design. It's the same as previous Samsung models, namely the Galaxy S22 and S22 Plus. Meanwhile, the Vivo X80 has a more premium screen design with a wider size. But, for the results based on specifications, in other words, the Samsung Galaxy S23 is clearly superior in terms of the panel and also in the level of brightness, even though it has the same Full HD Plus resolution. Galaxy S23 has a newer screen panel, namely Dynamic AMOLED 2X with HDR brightness up to 1750 nits. And for the Vivo X80, it is equipped with an AMOLED screen with a maximum brightness of HDR at a slightly smaller number, namely 1500 nits. So when it comes to screens, the Galaxy S23 dominates the panel. However, if you look at the design, the Vivo X80 looks more premium thanks to the 3D groove-shaped screen, and that also depends on your individual tastes. Continue on the body material. For IP protection and certification, it seems that the Galaxy S23 is far superior. How could it not be? For front and rear protection, the Galaxy S23 has been protected by Gorilla Glass Victus 2, which Samsung claims. The frame is made of steel-coated aluminum, with tougher drop and scratch resistance. And also, the Galaxy S23 is equipped with IP68 certification. As for the Vivo X80, for front protection it seems it's still equipped with Gorilla Glass 5 or something else, because we also couldn't find any info on various sources or even the website. And for the certification it also doesn't have IP68 certification, but it's just that it is resistant to splashing water and dust. So for the durability of the cell phone in terms of impact, the Samsung Galaxy S23 is also superior. Continue on the platform section. Armed with Android OS 13, the Samsung Galaxy S23 also uses the latest display and also the latest UI from Samsung, namely One UI 5.1. While for the Vivo X80, the OS at the start of the launch was on Android 12, with the global FunTouch UI 12. And in terms of RAM and internal storage, the Galaxy S23 only has one type of Farian RAM, namely 8GB LPDDR5X, with three types of storage options including 128, 256, and 512GB UFS 4.0. And for the Vivo X80, it provides two different RAM variants, namely 8 and 12GB LPDDR5, with three different internal memory options, namely 128, 256 and 512GB UFS 3.1. Then, in the performance section, for the chipsets of these two phones, they are both supported by a 5G connectivity system. And for the Galaxy S23, it carries the latest flagship chipset made by Qualcomm, namely Snapdragon 8 Gen 2, with 4 nanometers of fabrication. Meanwhile, the Vivo X80 is equipped with a flagship chipset made by MediaTek, namely Dimensity 9000, which also has a 4 nanometer fabrication. And as a result, the Galaxy S23 still dominates in terms of performance. Because basically, Dimensity 9000 itself is a chipset that is equivalent to Snapdragon 8 Gen 1. Continue on the camera. For the camera, both carry the same 3 camera lenses. For the Galaxy S23, it has a main camera with a resolution of 50MP using the Samsung S5 KGN3 sensor with OIS support, 10MP as a telephoto lens, 3x optical zoom with the Samsung S5 K3K1 sensor and OIS, and 12MP with support for the Sony IMX564 sensor as an ultra-wide lens, which for video recording is capable of recording up to resolution 8K 30 FPS. Meanwhile, the Vivo X80 has a front camera with a resolution of 50 MP using the Sony IMX866 sensor, supported by OIS using a Zeiss optics lens, Zeiss T** lens coating, pixel shift, 12 MP with a Sony IMX663 sensor as a telephoto lens, with 2x optical zoom, and 12 MP Sony IMX663 as an ultra-wide lens. And for recording Vivo videos, the X80 is capable of recording videos at maximum resolution, 4K 60 frames per second. And for the results, in our opinion, the rear camera also depends on your individual tastes. And for the front camera, here Vivo X80 has a higher resolution. However, it is possible if the resolution is not a reference for the results of an image shot. And it's different in the video recording section. The Samsung S23 is capable of 4K 60 frames per second resolution, while the Vivo X80 is only in 1080p, 30 frames per second resolution. Then get the battery. For battery capacity, the Samsung Galaxy S23 is equipped with a battery with a capacity of 3,900 mAh, with 25-watt fast charging, which is also supported by wireless charging. As for the Vivo X80, it is equipped with a battery capacity of 4,500 mAh, with 80-watt fast charging, which is not yet supported by wireless charging. Then, for some additional features. For Wi-Fi, both of them carry Wi-Fi version 6, Bluetooth is also the same version 5.3, and for NFC it's clear that both exist. Then for the USB port, Samsung uses USB Type-C 3.2, while the Vivo X80 still uses USB Type-C 2.0. And in the audio section, both of them carry stereo speakers, for the Samsung Galaxy S23 tuned by AKG as well. Both are not equipped with a 3.5mm jack port. And in terms of security, both of them have a fingerprint IN display. Last conclusion. To conclude, the Vivo X80 does have a design that looks more premium. However, for innards such as layers, engines, and connectivity, the Samsung Galaxy S23 is superior. Because indeed, both have quite different prices.